summit this week. I'm sure a lot of important work got done there, no question, between naps, that is. The U.S. and European Union have already pledged to be carbon neutral by 2050. China, while not making any new commitments and not even showing up, is pledged to reach carbon neutrality by 2060. And India, they says they should get there by 2070. That's 50 years from now. 50 years? I thought we only had like 9 years and the whole planet exploded. Isn't that what the AOC told us? Now, these are pretty far off goals, and I'm pretty hesitant to even say this will help the climate in any measurable way. Do you trust China to be carbon neutral by 2060 or ever? If it's not in their best interest, and it's not, why would they do it? They won't. That didn't stop President Biden from pulling a card out of the President Obama playbook anyway, apologizing for America on the world stage. Here it is.
I guess I shouldn't apologize, but I do apologize for the fact the United States, in the last administration, pulled out of the Paris Accords and put us sort of behind the eight ball. The first thing I did when elected, I see my friend nodding his head over there because we talked about this before while I was running.
Isn't it interesting and appropriate around the time of Halloween to have John Kerry looking right over his shoulder, making sure he doesn't stray from the approved comments? Now, honestly, Mr. President, we have nothing to apologize for. Let's be clear. We pulled out of the Paris Climate Accords, but we still cut our carbon emissions greatly under President Trump, continuing a trend. When he left office in 2020, carbon emissions were down 9% just from 2019, and we are now at about the same level as we were in 1983. That's right, 1983. Now, some of that is certainly due to the pandemic, but even before the pandemic hit, emissions were at their lowest level since 1992, and that was with us being an energy exporter. Remember those days? All the way back 9 months ago. But still, some self-anointed experts, as they call themselves, are saying that's not enough. A near 10% decline in emissions year over year is not enough. Are you kidding me? That's how you know this is a sham. Even if we do cut our emissions to net zero by 2050, the rest of the world would have to do the same, or what difference does it make anyway? Does anyone honestly believe any of that's going to happen? So no, America has nothing to apologize for in regards to climate. We're the cleanest, greenest industrialized nation in the world. And we certainly don't need to apologize for the rest of the world for cleaning up our act far better than they do their own. The president also spoke about rising gas prices, and honestly, he should probably apologize for this comment.
And as we see current volatility in energy prices, rather than cast it as a reason to back off our clean energy goals, we must view it as a call to action. High energy prices only reinforce the urgent need to diversify sources, double down on clean energy development, and adapt promising new clean energy technologies so we can not only we don't remain overly reliant on one source of power to power our economies and our communities.
Was it just me, or did he slur through that entire presentation? I mean, he just slurred through all of it, didn't he? Maybe he had a mini event. Anyway, rising energy costs to him are reasons to double down on the climate agenda. Really? I guess punishing middle class and lower income families with higher gas prices, higher electricity bills, higher bills to heat their homes this winter is leadership from this president. Oh, and speaking of leadership, here's some more evidence into just what kind of world leader Biden really is. I told you that he was napping from time to time. Well, here it is, falling asleep as the cameras roll.
He was seen on camera with his eyes closed. It appears that perhaps he was dozing, and in these settings, cameras are all around, and the camera caught President Biden, who turned 79 later this month, with his eyes closed for a period of time.
I'm sorry, he just had his eyes closed for a period of time. Thank you, NBC, for always trying to defend the indefensible. Yeah, and let's go Brandon, by the way, doesn't mean anything more than me cheering for my good buddy Brandon. Keep that in mind going forward.